Hey everybody, it's your fairy godmother of food, that vegan lady. It's me, Dr. B, and I am here today to show you how I prepare my beans and how I season my beans as well. But before I get into that, let me show you all something. Can y'all see it? Can you see it? Y'all see my apron? Look at this. Isn't this a beautiful apron? Ooh, check it out. Ooh, let me step back some more. It's absolutely beautiful. So I want to say a special thanks to the beautiful, beautiful soul who sent me this amazing and beautiful apron. This apron makes me want to cook every day. But anyway, let's talk about beans. This week is going to be starting tomorrow. It's going to be a very busy week for me. And when I know how busy my week or my days or whatever are going to be, I have to plan accordingly, and I have to make sure that I'm still eating as healthy as I possibly can. And so one of the things that helped me is to prepare a big pot of something like greens or beans with quinoa or something like that. So that is what I'm going to show you all today. But first, I want to say this. When it comes to cooking like beans and cooking greens, one of the things that I struggled with when I first became plant-based which was some years ago, was is my food going to taste the same? You know, how am I going to be able to season some of the food when I'm no longer eating some of that food that is used to season the food that I want to eat, right? So I want you all to don't even worry about that anymore. When it comes to seasoning beans and greens, you know, we would have been led to believe that we need to put a part of an animal or use meat to season it. Some people still do that, and hey, that's on them. But that's not what I do. And there is another way that you can season your food and it's still going to taste the same. So you don't even have to worry about it. So, one of the beans that I like to prepare is called a 15 bean soup. Look at all of these beans. Y'all see this? 15 different types of beans. Yes, I love beans. And I make these beans, and I will be eating these beans for the rest of the week. And if I have beans left over, I freeze them as well so that I don't have to worry about that. So we don't waste anything around here, okay? But when it comes to beans are basically a staple food for those of us that are on a plant-based journey or experiencing a plant-based lifestyle. So beans are a staple food. You know, we use beans in this, beans in that. But once you know how to season those beans, oh my goodness, I mean, a whole nother world opens up, and they are good. And they are very, very beneficial. You know, beans, some of the health benefits of beans is that you're going to get those nutrients that your body really needs. Beans have protein, magnesium, folate. They are antioxidants, and the list just goes on and on. So when you're eating these beans, you know, just give thanks and keep on eating because you will be okay. So one of the first things that I do, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to turn the camera. Is one of the things that I do is soak my beans. So what I do is I will take a container and I'll put these beans in a container and I'll fill that container up with spring water, purified water, not tap water, but I fill it up, put the top on and set it in the refrigerator overnight. I want to soften them bad boys up so they can cook more easily, right? So I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to show you all really quick here what I do here. So let me see, can I drop this down a little bit for you guys so you all can see what I'm doing here, okay? All right, so basically, here are my beans. So they've already set overnight, and I've already, they are good to go. And so I'm going to take these beans. Now, I don't cook my beans on the stove. I actually use a crock pot because I don't want to be worried about them, right? And by the end of the day, the beans will be good to go. So this is my crock pot that's been in the family for quite some time. So basically, let me show you guys here. Let me go ahead, plug this bad boy in, and I'm gonna go ahead and add these beans to the crock pot. Okay. All right. So that you all can see it. There they are. There are the beans. Okay. I'm gonna have to do better with my recording and stuff. Okay. So hopefully y'all can see that. There we go. All right. So here is a secret about seasoning your beans. I do not season my beans with water alone. So what I do is I take some low sodium vegetable broth. And there is not a lot of vegetable broth in here, right? So basically, I just pour that broth in here. And then when I don't have enough of broth, I add water. So I have my filtered water here. Y'all see this, my filtered water. And I just add it to the beans. I know you just said, I thought she said she didn't use water. Hold on, just wait a minute. Let me fill this up so I can show you all what I'm doing here. Y'all see that? So I'm just going to add this water. Then I'm going to show you all when I'm low on the broth what I actually use. All right. Okay, so add that water. Make sure it's covered well. And here is the other hidden secret. I use vegetable broth. Y'all see that? Better than bouillon. So basically, I just open it up, add some couple of spoons full. Y'all see? That's what I do. Just a little bit. I'm gonna stir that around in there. It would do good if I could just turn this thing on, huh? So I can start heating up. All right. So next up is what I add is I chop up onion, white onions, green bell pepper, celery. I even leave the leaves in there sometimes, and then garlic. And I'm just going to dump all of that in here. So all you have to do, just dump it all in here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because we want these beans to be seasoned very well. We want them to be tasty and delicious. And that's what I do is I add spices. Now, listen. When it comes to spices, I really don't care to measure with teaspoons, tablespoons, all that. I just shake it in there until my heart is content. What you want to be careful is on the sodium. Don't be sitting there shaking salt, salt, salt. So what I do is I don't even add the salt to the beans when I'm cooking them. So what I do is I have a little onion powder, and I just take it. Check it out. There I go. I just put it in there, get a good seasoning going. And then I get some garlic powder. Even though I put some garlic in there still, I like garlic. Put some garlic powder in there. And here's another one, cumin. Add cumin to your beans. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Shake that, shake, 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 shake. There we go, there we go. And then I add some bay leaves. Yes, we're gonna put some bay leaves. We want that fragrance, we want it to come on out. And so to this pot, I'm gonna add about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay, it's okay. And then last but not least, I add just a little bit of paprika. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Well, in my world, it's not a whole lot. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have. Now, I'm gonna let this just, when it starts, to boil or whatever, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna turn it down and I'm gonna let it simmer. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to test it. And this is how I make beans. How do you make your beans? Talk to me. I want to hear from you. And listen, guys, listen. When you start on a healthy journey, you really have to find what works for you, right? But at the end of the day, you should always allow food to be your medicine and never, ever, ever your poison. This is Dr. Bradley, that vegan lady, the fairy godmother of food. Let me know how you prepare your beans. I would love to comment. You take care. Have a great day.